Friday morning. What up, guys? Good morning. I'm checking my U-Haul things. I rented a trailer. I don't know if I rented it for 10 or 10:30. I was so tired last night, as you know. I flew all the way to the junkyard yesterday to get those plugs for those lights because I didn't want that hackery. And I'll tell you what, it worked out in our favor because it was pretty much all plug-and-play shit. The only sad thing is, you guys, I didn't get you, is those headlights I got are really nice. But the headlights on the Rams go, a little ball goes in the hole, and then a little square goes in the hole, and you got to pull down this lock, right? On the back part where the square is that goes in, there's a little nipple sticking out. We couldn't get those lights to click in for the life of us. We tried everything. And I said, pull it out, Rick. Give me the other ones. Let me look at them. I looked at them. I saw a little nipple. I didn't get none of this on video, you guys. I took a pair of cut pliers, snipped the nipple off, filed it down, pushed the lighting, clack, locked right in place. Do you understand how long it took us to figure out that nipple was holding us from locking them lights in? They don't say it in the directions. They don't say it in nothing. They just say plug and play, put it in. I mean, you guys got to understand when you're buying aftermarket lights and shit, there's a little finagling and a bagling you got to do. It took me, 6 sets for this truck to finally find a nice set that were like, you could slam the hood and they don't break all the plastic. And those lights I bought were very expensive, and they're not like the tabs that come off. You can bend on them and pull on them. When I bought a set of lights for this truck, I remember putting the pins in. I shut my hood and the fucking clips broke. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, these ones yesterday, we were pulling on them and pushing on them and torquing on them and everything. The passenger headlight didn't line up the best on the side. I don't know what we did. We took it out, put the nipple to the side a little bit, boom, pop, locked right in place, put the bolts in, looks beautiful, fits good. I do believe I did a walk around before I left last night. I was so tired. That ride home was awful, all the way to Chicopee from Agawam. So we're going to grab the trailer. I'm going to drop my wife off, I believe, and I'm going to my brother's house. And we're going to get to do a couple walk arounds. I want to set it up where I put the stuff that the tuner's going to need in the front seat. Like, if you need antifreeze oil. My old intake is way bigger than the new intake we got in there, so I have to buy another intake, I believe. He might end up taking the filter off. I don't know. These are shits that I got to talk to him about until I buy a filter that goes on correctly. Like, my brother had to customize something, and it's not what I want. It's a chrome tube coming out of the 6.4 intake and going down. And it's going down. It's like a half a foot away from the headers. I don't like that. All the heat. So, I don't know what this guy's going to do. Hopefully he just gets it tuned good enough where it's running, driving great, kinda, and I can do my things and go get the body work done and stuff like that, because the truck looks awful. There's no step side on this side. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff I gotta do. And last night we found out why my exhaust tips are all off to the side and stuff. It's rotted right past the muffler, and they're brand new tips. Like, there's mufflers with brand new tips. They're just hanging there. I'm going to bring it to this tuner, and he's going to be like, what the fuck did you bring me? I mean, motor-wise, tranny-wise, and, like, rolling driving-wise, it's fine. I got to get a muffler done right away and the bodywork done right away. So, I'll get back to you guys when we get to U-Haul, all right? Peace. Well, we started it up, boys. But we didn't, we got to bring it to the tuner. We got to get this throttle body and shit right. Well, at least I got to prime everything. That was one thing I was worried about, bringing it to him not primed. But the throttle body's not working at all. I think it's got to be tuned. I'll get back to you guys. Everything's burning off, you guys. Well, at least I know the motor runs and it don't leak. Let's get it to the tuner. Sucks that I think it's like 10 minutes worth of work. He could probably tune this. Oh, I wish he could just do it today so I could drive it. Alright guys, I'll get back to you. No knock, no nothing. Everybody said, oh, you won't be able to get that running. That motor had too much metal in it. Look at this, you guys, too much metal in it, huh? That cam had too much metal in it, huh? That motor sounds a little too good. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm cutting this off. It's misfiring and everything, Rick. I don't want to run it like that.
No deactivation?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't want to run it like that. The guy told me, do not run it like that. Pull that out.
I don't want to do that.
Of course, it'll stay running. You know, I was told not to start the truck, you guys. But between trial and errors and doing this shit, I knew there couldn't be too much off besides fuel, throttle body, and the MDS, deactivation system, which would throw a code on the dash. But I wanted to make sure the system was primed and stuff like that, which I don't know this guy knows this. He just told me to bring it. Like, do you know that? We didn't burp the system yet. We didn't do it on this. But anyways, we got into it, and thank God we did, because I probably would have got a phone call and said, come get your car, throttle body don't work, and bring it back when it's done. And look what we found. My extender wire that I had for my BBK throttle body, two of the end connectors were broke right off.
Adapter wire. Which is why it didn't work on the other car, now we know.
Yeah, and now we know why it didn't work on my other car. But I hope we put the two wires at the right spot, which I believe we did, because the black one had a little cover and the pink one didn't, and the cover was on vice versa, if you know what I'm saying. So one wire had a cover, one wire didn't, but the plug had the wire on it, so I figured we put it that way.
I don't think we could have gotten any more lucky with the way that happened.
Yeah. So besides that, let's go see if this works real quick. There's not much we can do even to work it, because it's not tuned in my computer, so we might as well just put this plug on, I believe. I don't know what my brother's going to do.
Oh, yeah, I put my machine back on it.
And bring it, because it's not running right. It needs to be tuned. And just like I tell everybody on here when they start their vehicles, because I was told by a tuner, don't run it. Let him do his work and then run it. But I'm hoping he's one of them guys that are like, hey, you got this, and this wrong. We fixed this, and that. It's all set now. Ricky, I'm going to clean some of this solder up and shit. So, besides all that, you guys, the truck actually sounds good. The lifters all sound good. The cam sounds good. I believe this is going to be a good setup, you know. I can't wait to get the exhaust fixed and hear it chomp and stuff. I mean, we found out too the other day, you guys, when we were leaving, that my muffler is fucking not even connected, which is really cute. It's got the exhaust just hanging, the tips are just hanging out the back. I'm going to bring it to get tuned. The guy's going to tell me, what kind of fucking junk did you bring me? That's the way I feel, but like I said, you guys know what I do to my vehicles, and I do one thing at a time, so we're going to do, them, whatchamacallit, the body work last. I get it running and driving. I didn't want to do a motor and then do body work, you know? So, I picked all this up from my brother. Alright. Picked all that up. It's all picked up. It's got the flux out here. It's the only thing. Tape. This. And this little solder gun. Alright guys, we gotta get this up on the trailer. Then I gotta get my other truck here and get all this shit right here picked up. This has got to be returned, that, and that. So, let's get this show on the road, guys. Then my brother's going to start doing his go-kart stuff. Hopefully, he does a couple more jobs before he gets to his go-kart, because we got that Corvette to go get. I don't know. Excuse me. Let's grab our seat. Go out here. Oh yeah, at least we got to check the oil. Alright. How's it look? Any shininess? You guys like all my new lights? So the grill guy didn't send me a return label yet because he wants to see it all in the truck. He wants to see what's wrong with it. I said, bro, it's all in the box. Put away. I'm not taking it all out. How's the oil? Huh?
Looks good to me.
All right.
So let me try to do the throttle body relearn and see if it moves. You want to move your ass over here just so you at least hear it, maybe? Wait, you hear it. Yeah? Move your ass over here.
Oh! Ow, my knees. All right, guys. He wants me to move over there to hear the throttle body, see if it's moving. Is it supposed to be opening already? It just reset itself. So that's going to work, huh?
Good. Dude, now it's not trying to ask me for money or anything. It's funny.
Maybe it was because it wanted to tune my truck.
Yeah, right?
Well, you guys, the 6.4 throttle body now, the new one, when we turn the key on now, it just went and it set itself, so it's going to work now. I believe it is. So, honestly, it still might not work with the throttle pedal because it's not tuned. Because now it just set with the key, though, so I feel good about that. Wow, look at these brand new lights, and it's inside, you guys. It has nothing to do with me. Look at that. Wow. Already? Oh, it was dust. I'm sorry. Dummy. Them are nice lights, huh, guys? This is what I was talking about last night, how it didn't line up good right here. I don't like that at all. No matter what we did. Fog lights look pretty good. You know what's crazy about the fog lights? Oh, because they're on steps. Okay. Can't wait to go get all the body work done. You know what I hate? That my step side on my side's off. That really sucks. And then these got to be all put back on correctly. This was double-sided tape. I might have to take them all completely off to get the double-sided tape right. Oh, I can't wait to go get all this body work done. This guy's gonna have my truck for a fucking couple weeks. He did the bed on both sides of my bed, and he had it for like 2 weeks. Whatever. Let's see. It just moved. Whatever you did, turn the key on, whatever. The throttle body flap jumped. It's moving. Now it just stopped and it stopped buzzing. Now it's doing things again. It's holding it shut, and then it's flapping like it's flapping itself. Come on, let's put this on and bring it to the tuner wreck. We're going to push it. You said you got a crank thing or something?
Yeah, once we get to the trailer.
Well, we knew that right off bat. Anyways, we knew we couldn't start this. This was trial and error right here. All right, guys, I don't want to mess around with it anymore. At least the throttle body's moving when you turn the key on and off, so now I know the throttle body's working at least.
It's getting power.
So, it's got to be tuned. Let's see what the guy does. I'll get back to you guys. Just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown because you guys know that we started the truck. The tuner said not to start it, but what I wanted to do was get the oil to the top of the motor. I wanted to hear that the motor didn't knock, tick, nothing. And I also wanted to burp the radiator, which I didn't get to do that fully because obviously you guys noticed on the video we showed you that my throttle body wire was broke off. We found that out, and that's why that BBK throttle body was not working on my Chrysler 300. And besides that, the truck sounds great. Yes, it don't run right because it's got different injectors, got different throttle body. It's got a 6.4 intake instead of a 5.7 intake. It's got a small air intake. The air tube, I want a 4-inch. It's got like a 2.5, 3-inch. What else? Oh, it doesn't have the AMF shut off, MDS shut off. So the active. No, this is MDS. This is the one that shuts the motor in half. I was thinking of GMC. Anyways, I'm waiting for a tow truck right now. My dumb ass rented a fucking trailer from U-Haul. I knew it was going to be too heavy, but I thought it was going to fit on. The fucking truck doesn't even fit on the goddamn trailer, you guys. So I just went and returned the trailer. My tow truck's going to be here in a minute. Then we got to go drop it off at Total Inductions. So we'll see what happens there. I'm a little stressed out, you guys. You want to know why I'm stressed out? Because some people don't see what I see. So I see a little rust there and a little rust on the wheel wells. Here's the tow truck, Rick. All right, I'll get back to you guys when we get on the highway. Them are dead?
Yeah. There's a beetle that eats all the bark off the trees.
No.
Yeah.
You don't think them are just custom trees?
No. All the bark is gone.
That's sick. Oh, there's a Black Beauty going to get tuned. Hopefully it all works out good. I'm a little worried about this. See how my mufflers look brand new, Rick? On both sides?
Yeah, but they're
Those are,
so
yeah, that's a
awesome.
tail section.
Yeah.
So there's a little muffler in the back of those too.
Yeah, somebody said take those mufflers off and it makes a nice growl.
I don't know why that guy in Springfield.
Total Inductions, you guys. Look at this guy's fucking 5.7 right here. Woo!
Hey, you want to look at something? Look at that.
Oh my God, you guys. Look at this caddy. Oh my God. I'm not even... This is for sale? Oh, I see them for 60, 70 grand.
Not as pretty as this. No, you can find you can find
Look at the brakes. Look at the fucking brakes.
Freaking, that's an 8-piston and that's a 6-piston back there.
Oh my God, you guys.
Look at all the carbon fiber hood.
Look at the rear lips, wing, everything. That's badass. All right, let me say I want to do the one in the trunk because he says once we tune it to that, you're not going to be able to change it. I told him I got a leg maker. He goes, if you try to change it, it'll run like dog shit. He goes, so I'm going to try to get the one in the trunk, fit to it. We got the worst case scenario, you guys. My whole motor has to come back apart. Motor, I want these lifters out of my motor. Probably going to go with Hellcat lifters, Hellcat push rods. I don't want no measuring, no nothing. Put in and go. I believe the gas pedal circuit problem and the intake problem was because the wires that we soldered on, we did it wrong. So they need to be flipped. I'm about 100% that that's the problem. That's why he hasn't called me, because he probably snipped them and put them to the other two, flipped them, which I bet you it's right now. And I'm also waiting for... I knew it was bad news this morning when I got all those phone calls for throttle body bullshit. He fixed the throttle body. All the throttle body works now, everything. But my truck's running like it's got no compression. So he's going to do a compression test on the front. I'll get back to you guys in a minute when the tuner calls me and lets me know what's up. But he said he don't want to get too deep because the price is getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And plus, he don't work on cars like that. He's just there to tune a vehicle and that's it. So... he wants us to pick it up, do a leak down test, do that, but I think it's done right there. I'm done with them lifters and that. I'm just done. I mean, I've tried everything. I've had the push rods measured, everything. It's not working. It's time to do a return. or whatever I gotta do. So I'll get back to you guys, let you know what he says when he calls, and we'll go from there. You guys, he was gonna go do a compression test to see if my push rods were closing. Like, did I measure my push, were my measured push rods were correct or wrong? And I haven't got a phone call back yet. I'm praying that this 6.4 intake, there's something up with it or something. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping possibly just some bullshit with that 6.4 intake. Maybe it's cracked or something. Because he says running like it's running on 3 cylinders. And he was going to do a compression test. That was the last I got. He said, I'll call you right back. And that was yesterday. So cross your fingers. No news is good news. This truck has been a pretty big hiccup, let me tell you. You guys been along for the journey, so you know what's next. Like me and my brother talked about yesterday. I mean, we're going to do a little bit of homework if we do have to bring it back, and there's this, and that, but we're thinking about just going right down to the cam and going right back at it with stuff that I didn't want to use. But it's not a bad thing, it's just not what I wanted. I wanted a cammed out 5.7 Hemi. And let me tell you, every corner I took on this cammed out 5.7 Hemi has been bullshit. So, I don't know. It's weird, though, that I got a video for you guys when we started it in the driveway, and we didn't figure out the throttle body, but that guy figured out the throttle body. There was another wire snapped on my extender wires to the throttle body. We found 2 snap wires. He found one more. If you remember my BBK throttle body that was on my Chrysler 300, that black one that we were working on, we couldn't figure out for the life of me, and it ends up that now we know it comes all down to this harness. It wasn't the throttle body. It wasn't the car. It was just that extender wire harness. And when we went to put it on my truck, we found 2 wires were broken. We were like, oh, that's why it didn't work on the car. Well, I brought it to the guy because we didn't want to run it too much because he said he wanted to put a tune in it and stuff before it was ran. And he called me with all kinds of info yesterday. I kept telling him the extender wires we soldered, we might have flipped them wrong. He said he found another broken wire in that harness. The gas pedal works now. The throttle body works now. Cylinder 3 had a misfire. That's all set now. It's like one thing after another he keeps calling me on, and I explained to him what we went through, and he figures it out, and he fixes it. And yesterday he called me, and he said, the worst news of the worst, buddy, I think your rods, who measured them? I said, we measured them with no lash or no lift. I don't know what the word is correctly. I know it's lash or lift, but we measured it where there's no lash, so there's no play at all. I gave the numbers to the builder at AMS Racing. He gave me the push rod lengths, and if you remember right, he sent me 2 exhaust push rod lengths. Neither exhaust matched the number he told me he was going to give me, but he told me to use the 875s because they were only 15 thousandths over, which will still work. I didn't like that. I don't know why I didn't like that, because he wanted me to use 8 150s. He gave me 8 175s. Now, the intake was 6. Damn, I got it written down somewhere. It's whatever. He gave me the ones that he first picked, which he picked with the exhaust number. Now he sent me the exhaust number 15 thousandths over, but he didn't compensate on the intake numbers. So I didn't like that at all. My brother didn't like that at all. And now it's at the tuner, and I'm being told this might be the issue. I just want them Johnson lifters out of my motor. I want them rods out of my motor. And I want AMS Racing to give me my money back for that stuff. It was bullshit from the beginning. They sent me push rods in the kit, and the push rods weren't even the right size. Then they tell me on the phone that, no, you got to measure, which I didn't know that. I was buying a kit. A thumper cam kit. You guys heard that word at the end? Kit. So you think that the kit's got everything for it. No, because I put Johnson lifters, their kit don't work together now. Well, why send me push rods with the Johnson lifters then? And no trays, no timing, everything I paid for. Now, we're all finally together after you guys saw that bullshit. It was Christmas. I got 2 sets of exhaust push rods. Then it's New Year's. I got 2 sets of exhaust push rods. And now I got 1 set of intake push rods. And now it's at the tuners. All together, we started in the driveway. So I'm going to post this video at this, you guys. I'm going to get I got my... Oh, I just hit on pause. So I'm going to post a video like this, you guys, with everything together that's been happening lately, and post it. I got the phone call 2 minutes ago from my tuner. And my truck's tuned. It's running great. It's putting out great numbers when he flips the... What did I just tell you was the runners? The runners on the 6.4 intake are not working right. So at idle, it's working fine. And then when you go to lay into it to lay into the throttle, the runners aren't flipping. So I have the kit from Moe's with the extender wires. It's a brand spanking new 6.4 intake that I paid $1,000 for. And it has been hell. I want to tell you all that you all say it's simple to switch to this 6.4 intake. Let me tell you, it has been a mission. I don't think I'll ever build a vehicle like this again. This vehicle took a lot of life out of me. Building it, a lot of stress, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, let me tell you guys, and a lot of money. So all you out there that want to cam your vehicles, be prepared. It's a project. That's why they call it a project. And it don't happen overnight. Like, I wanted my truck months ago. I mean, it has been the slowest build ever. Usually what we do is we pull it in on Friday. We take it all apart. We take the bad cam out. We clean through the motor. We put the new cam in. Hellcat lifters. Timing, water pump, everything. And we clean through the motor really good as we can. And we run it up to temp. We do an oil change right away. We put the tune in by the handheld tuner that we get with just a 93 tune and send it. Which my red truck outside is done that way. It rips. It burns rubber if I want to burn rubber. Yes, it's not cammed. Yes, it don't sound crazy. But I can do an exhaust system to make it sound good, you guys. And I've always wanted a cammed out truck. I have looked forever for one. I don't want to buy somebody else's rat rod. Piece of shit. I have Corvettes. I have Chrysler 300s. I have everything. I've had a built Charger that I bought. I wanted my vehicle, what I wanted. I wanted the Longhorn with the basketball color leather interior, with the shifter in the center console, with all that shit, you guys. And you know what? I finally did it. It's at the tuners. He's wrapping it up. All he's got to figure out is the runners now. He thinks he's got to pin it, which he's probably going to have to. Maybe Moe's extender wire is for something else. Maybe it's not for a 2011, which I think I looked it up and it's for a 2011. I don't know, but he said the runners aren't flapping. They're beautiful. You have great compression. We did a leak down test. Perfect. Wow. All the people that ran their mouth about me doing what I do with my valves, there you go. So I did a good job. And now let's get to the point. So me, after buying all the stuff I bought this time, I thought about saving a little bit of money and cutting some corners. I didn't purposely not buy a thermostat, but that was because I bought a water pump, thought it came with it. It didn't, so I used my old thermostat. Okay, that's day one. Day two, I bought spark plugs offline off Amazon for $78 for 16 spark plugs. Thought they were good ones. Guess what? That was 90% of my problem. And a weak battery running off of a jump box was my third problem. Changed the thermostat, changed the battery, put 16 spark plugs in. All of a sudden the truck tunes now and it idles and it runs great. So, to the generic spark plugs offline, don't buy them. That was another move that I made that I usually don't make, but I was like, I'm usually at like $240 for spark plugs. I can get all 16 for $70. Let's do it. No, you can't cut corners like that. Just like the first build when I bought generic cam and lifters, and it was less than 200 miles later, we were opening the motor back up. You get what you pay for. But anyways, past all that, now my tuner's been working on the truck trying to tune it. He's getting great numbers if the guy stands outside the dyno and flips the runners while he floors it. great numbers. Otherwise, the runners aren't working the way they're supposed to. I looked it all up. It says that will work for that truck, but you need to pay a tuner to tune it or flash your computer. So he didn't call me at all today. It's Friday. Last I heard, we were at the top of the Christmas tree. Like my brother said, why are you stressing? He goes, the first news you got the second day the truck was there was you couldn't tune the truck. It had no compression. It was running like dog shit. It had misfires. It was overheating. You had so many problems, bro. All your problems are fixed. And let me tell you something, you guys. That extender wire that I used for my BBK throttle body, that we soldered the pink wire and the black wire back on that we found were broken. We were like, oh, that's probably been my whole problem the whole time with the BBK throttle body that's on my 06 Chrysler 300. We soldered it. We thought everything was good. We got the truck running in the driveway, but we still didn't get the gas pedal working. The guy untaped all the loom, opened it up, took that plastic coating off that's got the little slit in it, and you put it over the wires. He took it off. There was a wire in the center, split right in half in the center. He put that wire together. Now my throttle body starts working. Now my gas pedal code goes away. So it's just been a little bit of tick here, a little bit of talk there, but I'll tell you, the spark plugs, that was a real slap in the face. Because he's like, I don't know. I have done everything. He goes, can I ask you something? He goes, did you reuse your old spark plugs? I said, no, brand new. But can I tell you that I did buy them, 16 of them for $70, and he immediately goes, order spark plugs, to whoever was standing right there. And then I did tell him, I says, listen, I did reuse my thermostat, but it looked good. I don't usually reuse that. He goes, yeah, I saw a brand new water pump, so I didn't think it was thermostat. He says, yeah, usually the water pump comes with a brand new thermostat, but it didn't. He goes, wow. I go, what else? And then we explained the throttle body situation. He calls me back, says that's fixed. The spark plugs fixed it. The thermostat fixed it. The battery fixed it. Now we got no codes on the dash. Now he's trying to figure out I just said the word a minute ago. The runners inside the 6.4 intake are not working properly. I did a bunch of Googling and a bunch of reading. It says something about pinning it and stuff like that. But you only got to pin it if you're not tuning it. If you're putting it on like a newer vehicle and it supposedly you don't got to tune it. But I put it on the truck and I'm tuning it. So they said that he should be able to tune it, or possibly there's something wrong with the runner box itself. I did get the extender wires from Mo. I got the EGR block off plate, stuff like that. He says he's getting great numbers when he flips the runners. And if he flips the runners the other way when he's driving low RPMs, it works great. But if you leave it there in one place while you're trying to go all the way through, he says it doesn't work properly. So we're waiting on news from that, but all good news, honestly. We're all the way... I'm past taking apart my motor. Now I don't have to take apart my motor. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I don't got to take apart my motor. So I'm very happy about that. The old man, getting my other rims that I'm never going to use because they're 8-lug Ford rims and they're 24 by 14 wides. I'll probably never use them unless I get a Hummer or something like that. But I'm going to get some 28s that came off of a Dodge Ram. They're the old IROC rims. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, they're really nice looking. But I don't want to keep going on and on and on. We're already 10 minutes into this. So I just want to let you know that shit business going on with my truck with no compression and the push rod's all wrong and all this shit. So far, so good. We did a compression test, leak down test. Everything's good there. It's tuned. It's running great, but the runners aren't working. So I guess he's trying to figure that out now. As soon as that's done, we should be bringing that truck home, baby. And you guys will be getting to hear the truck run. Hopefully it chomps. I really hope after all this work and all this bullshit, I hope that truck chomps. Like, I really want a truck to chomp. I have been dying to have a vehicle cammed out. And I would do it a lot more if it wasn't this hard. But the tune alone is $1,000. The dyno, the appointment for my dyno and my tune, that's $1,000 alone. And now the guy's got like 4 days of work on that. You guys know this is probably going to be $2,500. Hopefully no more than that, but it's probably going to be right around $2,500. Never mind all the shit we bought, all the stuff we've done. The toes. Now I got to go for body work. Then I got to do exhaust work. I mean, whatever. It's everything I wanted. It's black. It's the interior I wanted. It's fully loaded. It's center console shift. It's everything I wanted. So, and the way I look at it, like my brother said, he goes, if you gotta put a different intake on it, manifold, you gotta do what you gotta do. I just hope one thing that is bothering me, you guys, is that little tiny intake tube that my brother put on there just to get it so it could get there and get tuned. The guy told me if he tunes it to that, that has to stay on. Like I wanted the leg maker or something like that. Or I had a nice K&N one in the trunk that I didn't have time to cut down and all that because my brother kind of rushed me. And it was in you guys know how long I was sitting out my brother's garage. So he built something really quick while I was gone getting those wire plugs and stuff like that. And he slammed together a quick one real quick. And I really don't like that little thing because open the hood, you see a nice 6'4" intake with a huge thing come off the whole. So you see this little dinky chrome tube going straight down with a filter. I hope they figured out something with my K&N filter. I'm going to have to, and hope to God if I just put the mass airflow in the same one back in and the tune works the same. I don't know. I'll look into it, but let me get this posted, you guys. I hope you like what you see so far. That Corvette already sold. That's crazy. I mean, the guy didn't pick it up yet, but he gave a deposit, so non-refundable deposit because he even asked me to take it offline, and he had something to do. He showed me his airplane tickets. I mean, he was so up front. It was crazy, but I don't know. With that, you guys, like, share, subscribe, join my channel, man. Turn your bell, post notifications on so we start doing these car giveaways.